Hi everyone, my name is Shaza Laik and I will be analyzing the movie The Secret of My Success. It was released in 1987 and was directed by Herbert Ross. Never advance your own interests by harming the business or hurting other people. The reason I picked this quote, which is the political golden rule, is because this is a great example of what Bradley's character is about and how the movie revolves around it. Bradley helps the company with his attitude and good motivation. As a male boy, he did not care about how much he is getting paid and all the hard work and sleepless night he has to put in. He comes up with a solution which benefits the company and their employees. Also, he sets a great example that we should work for the company and not for ourselves. Before we get into what this movie is about, let's get familiar with the characters of this movie. Bradley Foster, the main lead, shown as a young, curious, hardworking guy. Bradley moves from Kansas to New York City at the beginning of his film. The first day at his new job, he gets fired because his position is eliminated from the company. After struggling for a few days, he decides to go to his uncle's company to get a better job, so he can support himself and the dreams that brought him to New York. His new position is in the mailroom, distributing mail in the corporate environment. In that company, he falls in love with this young girl who works in a financial department of Prescott Company named Christy Bills. Christy is having a relationship with her boss, Howard Prescott. Howard Prescott is the owner of the corporation and uncle of Bradley. Howard is married to Vera Prescott, and Vera Prescott is Bradley's aunt. Vera Prescott plays a big role in Bradley's success and secretively involved with Bradley as well. The four characters play an important role in the movie, and you will see how they all are setting an example for the four political types that we will be discussing throughout this presentation. Four political types. The first one is martyr, a political type in which individuals try to help the organization but are getting hurt themselves. Second one is sociopath. In this type, people are very self-centered and only care about their own goals and wishes that they have. Dimwits. It wouldn't be wrong to say that these people are dumb or stupid because they hurt everything, they hurt themselves and the organization. Winners. They are the ones that help themselves and the organization. They try to grow with the organization. They stay very focused and committed towards their goals. In this slide, I'm going to talk about martyrs. Christy is a perfect example for that because she's helping the organization with her knowledge and great ideas. But also she had to stay in a relationship with her boss without her interest. When Bradley confronts this type of attitude, she says, it's just business. Whereas Bradley is being benefited by staying with Vera because her connections with the corporate world and people are giving him an opportunity to shine and get more opportunities. This is one of the examples that we see in a party that Vera threw in her house. And Bradley is being introduced by the higher ups and gives him the opportunity to shine, give him his ideas, and show his talent off. In this scenario, Bradley plays a martyr because he is conflicted about being with Vera, but he continues because it helps his business goal and grow within the company and achieve the big dream that he brought when he came to New York from Kansas City. In this slide, we're going to talk about dimwits. Howard is the best example for that. Howard, like we talked earlier, is the boss for Prescott Corporation. He never cares about his employees. He's very selfish, and the entire movie he's shown very dumb. The only thing he cares about is his relationship with Christy Bills. He will yell at his employees, make them fire, because he needs to increase the capital of his company. He has held his employees and kept them on their toes. People who have excellent ideas were turned down because of his opinion, and that his opinion matters the most. He only cares about himself. His attitude, the way he's doing things, not only hurt his employees, but his wife. That's the reason his wife was attracted to Bradley and end up having a secretive relationship with him. In this, I'm going to talk about psychopaths. Howard is a great example for that because he is in a secret relationship with Christy. However, even when he didn't have a connection with his wife anymore, he didn't want to leave Christy. His wife is the reason why he has this company. He was technically Vera's company because he was her dad's company that was given to Howard after he was married to Vera. He was more worried about his own financial condition rather than worrying about their marriage life and how their marriage is drifting apart. He was only with Christy because she would propose Howard's ideas in the meeting, as well as that Howard was fulfilled by her attracted body. He told Christy that he will divorce his wife and be with her because they had a better connection. But he had no plans of doing so because he didn't want it to lose his control on the company. That was so bad. As we talked about earlier, winners are the ones who stay focused with their goals. And Bradley is a perfect example for that, and that's what he showed the entire movie. Bradley becomes the head of the company towards the end of the movie and wins the love of his life, Christy. Bradley wanted to be a winner. He would like to make the company better. Like we talked earlier, thinking about the organization is not just about himself, and that's what Bradley did. Bradley was pushing himself and making his effort to make sure the company is getting at a better stand. Let's go back to the quote that we talked earlier. Don't wait for an opportunity, create its success. Bradley could have stayed in the mailroom where was assigned, but he didn't want to wait for an opportunity. To be the suit, he created an opportunity for himself. And not only did he get a position as a suit, he did it while having the company's benefit in his mind. In this last slide, we're going to talk about the thoughts and feedback. I have learned that networking is the most important part if you would like to grow in a corporate world. Knowing the right people and them knowing the work that you do and how you're great at it. Remembering you when they need help. You being reliable or labeled as being reliable. Bradley also set a great example because he got the opportunity because of Vera, and which helped him become a winner, as well as his positive attitude and dedication towards his work and his commitments. There was a time where he conflicted about taking the shortcut to get higher or not. After he left Vera's house the first time and refused her getting help from Howard for getting a higher position. He recalls Vera's conversation and reflects on it if he did the right thing in refusing Vera's offer. However, he still became a suit, and later in the movie is when Vera ended up helping him but introducing Bradley to her connections, which helped him to where he was, and his charming attitude with his